play. Oh, it catches afterwards, but it catches just enough. With Rosa already down and TNZ having no combo points to actually go into his iframes, literally nothing you could do there.
And that's the thing too, the fact that it's broken walls and you have this Fanny, you can utilize a little extra opening on these turtle pits or eventually the Lord pits, something that you can do here. So Kairi can kind of just swing on through into those fights, following through the rapid drive. They're going to do it again onto the tier 2, already forcing the fight, and Sigibum is gone! Where did he go? And Lunar to follow, a double for Kairi. And now TNZ went into the rest, rather drive, plus the taunt, loads him up! Triple kill for Kairi, making a possible maniac on the Fanny.
Woo! A statement being made by Onic right now as they're looking to crack open. Bottom side tier 2, and they've evened out this score. 3.2k lead in their hands. Things are getting extremely dangerous for Aurora. Sigibum, he's got to be careful here. That BMI is literally his only lifeline. Just watch, as soon as the BMI drops, you see that Kelra said, hell no, we dive in this. We're sending the goon squad to take him out.
And they line this up so well for the whole team, but for Kairi just to make those plays again on this Fanny. How do you keep track of them? I mean, we've asked the question all darn MSC. How do you keep track of Aurora? Well, when you put the Fanny in the hands of someone like Kairi or any of these specialists, this is what you have to deal with too. It feels like its own iframes.
It's tough. It's really tough. Kairi has been playing a really strong game here. Those cables have been ultra accurate at dodging some key abilities from the side of Aurora. Even Lunar, I think he can't be that frontline that they're hoping that he can be right now. He hasn't won his lane hard enough. And with the 8 extra assists, well, technically 5 extra assists that Lutfi has been able to gain for himself and to chastise Waldron, he is so thick. Luckily, Lunar is able to get one of his own.
This Lord is being started up here, holding it at half health. Onic with a clear lead. They have control of this. They might be able to just go ahead and secure this. It looks like they are going to do just that as TNZ is up top. They have the information, and Onic will play around now with this first Lord secured.
Man, Mitrio has been playing a phenomenal game here for the side of Onic. And unfortunately, for the side of Aurora, they've missed their window to develop their snowball even further. With the Maniac being given over to Onic's side, resetting them from all that early game pressure that they were applying. Now they have to hope that Sigibum gets the right items at the right time here, because TNZ can only do so much. He's so close to finishing the Golden Staff.
So close here. Lord slowly approaching that bottom side. Again, with this kind of lead, Sigibum just needs more time. He just doesn't have enough firepower here, and if they take out Rosa, so much damage of this profile for Aurora Gaming is expended. And they slowly walk this one in. This Lord coming down to this bottom side. Keyboy popping the conceal, looking for a potential flicker play. Lord's going to go ahead and charge into the base turret. They already pop off some damage, trying to keep them at bay, and Lunar has to disengage. They just want to clear out this Lord. They want to hold on to these base turrets. Kelra jumping in with his Almond Force, pushing him off the turret just to secure it. And now Onic will go ahead and call it off. They look for more space turrets. Up top, Kairi, TNZ holding it in bay. They hold on to 2 base turrets for now.
Onic right now just aren't falling for any of the typical tricks. They're going to lose another shielding here. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. Onic have set this up for a final push with the next Lord. If they can... wait, do they have the ults? They do!
Charge in. Loopy jumping in, and they still the Rather Dry. They're going to force the fight anyway. Loopy gone, and Sigibum too. Kairi's still going. They're cut off from each other. Pagu trying to get away. Kelra, a couple shots, still has the shield. They're so low, though. Aurora Gaming might want to punish. They're still following through. TNZ has mobility, but they will rely on the conceal to get away.
And Sans, he's ready to intercept every single time. Onic, they are well connected right now. And Aurora, they've tried a couple of feints here. Yep. They've tried a couple of motions where Pagu is trying to bait a reaction out of Onic, but they're just not flinching anymore. And I think that confidence is starting to build up. It's surmounting to some real damage in Kelra. He's not dropping the ball. Same goes for Sans.
Look at the disparity of damage dealt by the key members here of Aurora Gaming. TNZ there at the bottom, Sigibum there at the bottom, and look at the difference for Onic. Such a big difference in terms of damage, and that's just because of how these team fights have played out. Onic has all the room to work with, especially for Kelra, provided by this team that Sigibum has just been trying to catch up. And we know this, Gideon, when you are delayed this much on that power spike for the Claude, it's really tough to get back into the zone in this one.
It is hard, but at the same time, they've got some decent wave clear on their end between TNZ, Sigaboom, and as well as Rosa. They should be the ones who are proactively trying to work together to clean these lanes, while Pagu and Lunar needs to delay lanes. On the opposite end, Onic, very happy to be in this position, you know? They still have access to those steel cables, and Kyrie can do whatever he wants. Go to top side, set up the wave, reset the Lord again. They can do this all day, all night.
They gotta clear out that bottom wave here. They do just that. Half health on this Lord. Onic has control. Looking to see if they can bait something from Aurora Gaming. Doesn't happen, so objective secured. We'll have to see Aurora Gaming's lineup if they can defend once again. Already losing a 1 base turn on the last push. They maintain it too. Are they in a position to withstand another push in?
Aurora decided not to. So now that they decided to, you know what? We're going to let the Galore come in. There's a pretty good chance that they lose all their inhibitor turrets. And that's a dangerous decision to make, because all of this is so that they can get to the 42K mark where they have an option to maybe try and get a good team fight down to turn the tides. But I don't know how they're going to get neutral objectives. And until we see a full wipeout on Onic's end, I don't think Aurora necessarily can push through just yet.
Keyboy walking in on that bottom side here. Lord already in the base. Still has a flicker available. The Lord's actually going to go down very quickly from Aurora Gaming, so they maintain it. They still have some waves pushing in. Onic might look to take down 1 base turret, this mid lane, as Kelra jumps forward. Already, Rocket's going to force the flicker out now. They're trapped under the turret anyway. Rosa's gone again, and Pagu trying to buy the time off the kick. Kyrie might chase him down. The rest of the team's going to force the fight in the base. Kyrie joining them now. Sigaboom with the blazing duet to clear out the lanes. They just want to stay in the game, but Kyrie keeps them together, and now they'll disengage. They still have this wave, but Onic's too low.
Oh my goodness, the item swap right at the very end there. Sigaboom, holy cow. Holy cow. That was a dangerous moment. If it wasn't for that Rose goal, he would have died to the cutthroat coming in for Kyrie. They are out to get him.
Yeah.
The checkbox is simple. Wait for the stun to come out of Rosa. Once TNZ is down to only 1 combo point, then it becomes very easy to get on top of Sigaboom, especially since so many times he walks up to try and dish out damage to specifically Lutpian as well as Keyboy. I think that's where you see a lot of the vision starts to narrow down. He's got to open the mind back up here. He's got to look for different angles. His main concern really is going to be Kelra and Kyrie. Once those go down, there's a good opportunity that Aurora can win the fight afterwards. Win a crown purchase from Kelra to make a play of his own here, but I'm trying to figure it out. Can Rosa actually find a good opportunity to stun someone? Because Kyrie never shows.
That's such a tall task here for Aurora Gaming. Playing on the back foot the past 10+ minutes, or essentially this whole game. They're looking for a way to potentially turn this over in their favor, but there's just so much they have to do. They're gonna go ahead and scout out. I think the main point of contention is, do they actually try to contest this Lord when it comes up? You know, it's not gonna be evolved just yet unless for some reason Onic delays it enough to go ahead and go through that, and I fear that if it is an evolved Lord, it's gonna be tough. But look at this pressure already up top. Immortality swapped in by TNZ. Rapid Dryad used as well.
Wait.
So an attempt here, but now Onic, what do they want to do?
Look at the coverage. Look at the coverage for Lutpi as well as Sans. Beautiful push and pull here. TNZ able to bait out the Wrath of the Dryads, and honestly, Onic, they don't mind. They're like, okay, sure, no Wrath of the Dryads. We want you to come to us, actually. We want you to come just when Wrath of the Dryads is about roughly 8 seconds, maybe even 12 seconds, and then we're going to dance. We're going to keep on dancing, because unfortunately for you, super minions are always going to be knocking on your door, and we like to keep the porch clean.
And they got a Fanny. They can play the long lane if he wants to, right? Kyrie can go ahead, put pressure there if he needs to, but he's going to wait for this purple buff to be up. They know this Lord is up. They can delay it a little bit further if they want to. Aurora Gaming looks to go ahead and try to get in position here. I'm not sure if this is exactly what they want to do, but it just might be one last ditch effort if they can. TNZ swinging around. Onic knows it. Oh, the flicker forward. TNZ making his way to this fight. Can he turn it around? Pagu with the kick. It's on Kyrie. Immortality are going to be popped. Kyrie's going to get out there. TNZ also trying to buy space, but Pagu falls, and now it's all falling apart. Winner crown with the blazing do it from Sigaboom, but it's not enough. Kelra gets a double. Aurora, they still have TNZ up, but Lunar on the disengage. This fight Might just be over. Kyrie joining the fight, cabling on through. He has what he needs. He's going for TNZ. He's got the immortality till he doesn't. And now Onic will clean it up. And Lunar can't do anything. Onic will move on forward with the hope of Indonesia as they douse out the lights of Aurora Gaming.
One hell of a game, and Onic, no disappointed smiles. Everybody knew that this was going to be one hell of a game, and they find it, and they break through. A crushing defeat for Aurora. God, that's the nature of competition. What a sweaty game.
What a series. 5 games for this one. Again, we wouldn't have it any other way, and man, was it a battle. And big respects here to Aurora Gaming on the innovation they brought throughout the group stages, up down here to the knockouts. And unfortunately, as the nature of competition, someone has to go home.
They push the meta forward. Was it truly their destiny to make it to the end? Onic, take that spot. Just another light snuffed out. The Sky Kings are getting back into position for a potential grand finals here. Oh.